Yo, yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, this is another exciting membership program that I'm dropping called Signs a Woman Wants to Be Seduced. Okay, so now this one is crazy right here. The game in this one is so heavy. It's so heavy, man. The game is so goddamn heavy. And what it is this. A lot of times you're going to meet women who have high interest. You're also going to meet women who are the type of women who have no interest in you at all, right? And then what's going to happen is you're going to meet women who are sort of in the middle, right? And these are the women who want to be seduced. You understand? Now, what am I talking about when I say a woman wants to be seduced? What I'm saying is that you have some women out here who, since they're not like extremely like interested, as far as the interest is extremely high, you're going to have women out here who are going to be that medium interest woman where she's showing some interest, but it's not all the way there yet. So she's going to give you a sign that she wants to be seduced. You understand? And so what I'm going to teach you in this program is I'm going to teach you how to recognize those signs. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to teach you how to recognize those signs. And what I'm also going to teach you is I'm going to teach you what to say and what to do when you see those signs so that you can get those girls. You see what I mean? Because think about it this way. Let's say you meet a woman and she's bad as hell, right? What's going to happen is that you don't want to be in a situation where you don't make it happen with her when you could have. So what I'm going to show you in this program is I'm going to show you how you could make that happen. I'm going to show you how you could make it go down. You see what I'm saying? Because what happens is a lot of times guys don't know how to seduce women. So what I'm going to teach you in this program is I'm going to teach you the signs that a woman wants to be seduced, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to seduce them, okay? So watch this clip, and when it's done, make sure you click the link below and go to badboymembership.com, all right? Check this out. Mean that a woman wants to be seduced. You understand? What does it mean that a woman wants to be seduced, right? This means that she's interested in you, but wants you to put in more effort to get her, okay? This means she's interested in you, but wants you to put in more effort to get her, right? Now, you might be saying, but fuck that. Why am I even trying to put more effort in to get this chick? Like, you know, and I would agree with you. I would actually agree with you, but let me explain what this actually means. When I say she's interested in you, but, you know, wants you to put in more effort to get her. Now, what this means is this, is that sometimes when a woman has medium interest in you, right? It means that she's not necessarily sure about you. Okay, now you gotta follow me on this, right? What it means is, and when I say she's not sure, like for us guys, we see a girl, we think she looks good, we're like, I want to have sex with her. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what happens with women a lot of times is, women will see a guy and think he's, you know, physically sexually attractive, and she's thinking, oh, I want to have sex with this guy. So she's sure about that guy. I want to do him. I'm attracted to him. It is what it is, right? Then they come across guys where they're sort of thinking about it a little too much. Meaning they may think you're cute, but they're wondering, does this guy look like he's good in bed? You know, is he going to be good in bed though? I don't know. I'm not getting that vibe from him yet. Right? And so what happens is that her medium interest is because she's not really sure about you. Because you have to understand something. For a lot of women, let's say, for example, with the sex thing, she's thinking, well, do I want to sacrifice another notch count for this guy when I'm not really too sure if he's going to be good in bed? Or let's say you're talking to her and you might have said something that made her look at you kind of funny, like, oh, I don't really know about him saying that. That's kind of weird. He just said that. You understand? So now she may have been looking at you like, okay, this guy seems cool, but now she's stepping back a little bit but she's not like gone yet. You understand? She's not all the way leaving you yet, meaning like she's not all the way like done with you, right? So what happens is she's interested, but she wants you to put in a little bit more effort to get her, because she at this point isn't that sure yet, but she's not like totally done. You see what I mean? So that's one thing. Another thing, when I say when she, she wants you to put in a little bit more effort to get her, is because sometimes what'll happen is the woman she doesn't want to seem easy. You understand? She does not want to seem like she's a slut or that she's an easy type of chick. So sometimes what happens is some women's flirting style is to, give you a little bit of shit. And I'm going to talk about that, in a minute when I get to the actual signs. And so that you can put in a little bit more effort, so that when she finally gives in, she feels like she gave in at a time where it wasn't too easy. You understand? So that she doesn't feel like she's a slut, and then she feels like you don't see her as a slut. You understand? So sometimes the girl, she's interested in you, but she wants you to put in more of that effort because she doesn't want to, seem too easy. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why you'll get that little bit of like playing hard to get, acting all funny style a little bit. You understand? And now this is the thing. What I want you guys to understand before I get into these signs that she wants to be seduced, right? I want you to understand that there are certain women who, you shouldn't be trying to seduce, right? And what I mean is there's going to be certain women out there who are going to be time wasters. There's going to be certain women out there who are going to be manipulative, be on some BS. And at a certain point when you're interacting with these women, you're going to have to call it a day. You feel what I'm saying? Because what you want to notice, or what you want to look out for when it comes to these signs and when you're actually seducing these women, is that you want to look and see if there is actually progression in the interaction, right? And so what I mean by progression in the interaction, right, is that if you're talking to a chick and let's say she seems very reserved, maybe not being as talkative or whatever, right? Progression in the interaction means that, let's say within 2 to 3 minutes of the conversation, she starts to talk to you more. She starts to open up more. And then let's say 5 to 10 minutes within the conversation, she's like flirting with you more and smiling more and being more receptive to you. So you're seeing it progress. So you're seducing her and you're seeing progression in the seduction, right? But what happens is if you're seducing a chick, but you see no progression, like you're talking to her for like 3 to 5 minutes and she's still sort of like, seeming uninterested, giving you kind of like one word answers type of thing in certain situations, she seems bored. That's the type of chick, you just want to keep that shit pushing. You understand? Charge it to the game and keep it moving. So what I want you to notice, or what I want you to see, is I want you to definitely look at progression in the actual situation. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I want you to definitely recognize. Now, let's jump into these signs she wants to be seduced, right? So basically, I have 5 signs here. And what I want you to understand is that if you see a woman displaying, any of these types of behaviors, right? This is the type of woman who has medium interest in you. And this is the type of woman who you definitely want to seduce, right? Because she wants to be seduced. She actually is interested in you. And all you need to do is not be thrown off by these signs and then walk away thinking, oh, this girl don't like me. You feel what I'm saying? You just need to stick in there just a little bit longer. Remember, make sure there's progression in the interaction. and then you can get her. All right? So let's just jump right into this. So the first sign that she wants to be seduced that I got here is that she doesn't say no. She doesn't say no. So what does this mean? She doesn't say no. So, for example, let's say you are talking to a girl or whatever. You flirt with her a little bit. And you say to her, hey, give me a number. Like, let's hang out sometime. Right? Now, you say this, and then let's say she responds to you and says, what makes you think I'm giving you my number? Right? She says to you, what makes you think I'm giving you my number? You say to her, hey, give me a number. We should hang out and get together sometime. And then she says to you, what makes you think I'm giving you my number? Right? Now, some guys, they'll get all flustered by that, or they'll think she's saying, I don't want to give you the number. You know what I'm saying? Or they think she's not interested. But if you notice what she's saying, what makes you think I'm giving you my number? She's saying that, but she's not saying no. She's not saying, she's not telling you, I can't give you my number. I have a boyfriend. She's not telling you, I'm not interested. I don't want to give you my number. You understand what I'm saying? She says to you, what makes you think I'm giving you my number? Right? So basically, she's not saying no. She didn't say no. Right? This is the type of woman who wants to be seduced. You see what I'm saying? Because like I was saying before, some of these chicks, they're interested, but they want you to put in a little bit more effort so that they don't seem easy. You feel what I mean? So this is one of those types of girls. Girls would do stuff like that. She'd be like, oh, what makes you think I'm giving you my number? And so if you're aware that this is the sign, okay, yeah, she's has that medium interest, right? So you can just respond to her by saying girl, you giving me that number because you want me. I can see the way you're looking at me. You understand? Basically, you don't get thrown off by that. You don't get thrown off by her saying that. You just come right back in and keep that conversation going. Keep it flirty. You understand what I'm saying? And, you can say anything to her as far as it's, flirty and confident, and you're sure of yourself when you're still talking to her. So she could be like, oh, what makes you think, I'm giving you my number? And you can look at her dead in the eye, be like, listen, because I know you like to do what I say. You understand? Just straight confident shit, right? And so you're not being thrown off by that. And so the fact that you're not thrown off by that, right? What happens is that she is going to, basically be a little bit more interested in you because you're still coming at it. You understand what I'm saying? You're still showing her, hey, listen, this is going to go down, right? But the way that she's flirting is by saying stuff like, oh, what makes you think I'm giving you my number type of situation. But remember, she's not saying no to you. You understand? And this is very, very important for you guys to understand, is that when you're talking to these girls, a lot of times, and this is what I mean by them giving you some shit. You see what I mean? It's you're saying, give me your number. She's saying, what makes you think I'm going to give you my number? She's not saying no. You notice that she's not saying no. She's not rejecting you. She's not declining giving you the number, but she's just giving you a little bit of shit. You see what I mean? So you have to make sure that you don't get thrown off by that. You got to make sure that you don't sit there and think, oh, well, I guess this girl doesn't, like me, and then just walk away. You got to stay in there, right? And get the number, because the fact that she's not saying no means that she is still interested. That means she's interested in you. If she wasn't interested in you, she'd let you know, look, I got a boyfriend. I can't give you my number. No, I'm not really trying to do that. She would say something that lets you know that it's a no. She will say some version of no. You understand what I'm saying? But the fact that she did not say that, that gives you the indication and the okay to basically keep it going. so that you can actually get the number. You see what I'm saying? So remember, one of the signs is she doesn't say no. Right? Now, second sign a woman wants to be seduced. Second sign a woman wants to be seduced. And now, this is something a lot of guys mess up on and fuck up on. And I'm just like, man, if guys could really get this, next thing that I'm going to talk about, you would be having way more sex. Because what I'm about to tell you is something that a lot of women say and do, but, a lot of guys don't catch this, right? And if you catch this, then you're going to be having way more sex, right? So the next sign that she wants to be seduced is